Today we will discuss that chemical property of alkane, alkene and alkyne. Now alkane, saturated hydrocarbon, alkene, alkyne, unsaturated hydrocarbon. So that is basic difference. So saturated hydrocarbon generally undergo substitution reaction. Unsaturated hydrocarbon generally undergo addition reaction. So first we will discuss that reaction of alkane, that is saturated hydrocarbon. Reaction of alkane. First one, that chlorination. Chlorination, that means we will replace hydrogen by chlorine. Now when that alkane reacts with chlorine under diffuse sunlight, all the hydrogen present in that alkane replaced by chlorine. So in case of methane there is 4 hydrogen, so all 4 hydrogen will replace, and that CCl4, that will be the end product. In case of ethane there is total 6 hydrogen, so all 6 hydrogen that will be replaced, and the end product will be C2Cl6. So that is chlorination. See, methane plus chlorine, that H nu in presence of diffuse sunlight, we represent that diffuse sunlight by that H nu. So CH3Cl plus HCl, CH3Cl methyl chloride, methyl chloride. So in this reaction what happened? Now one hydrogen replaced by one chlorine, and that remaining chlorine and that hydrogen, these two combine to form that HCl. Second step, now that methyl chloride again reacts with chlorine under diffuse sunlight. In this case it will form CH2Cl2, that is methylene chloride, MATHYLENE, methylene chloride. Third step, CH2Cl2 plus chlorine, chloroform, CHCl3, chloroform plus HCl. And that last step, now CHCl3 plus Cl2 H nu, that will be CCl4 plus HCl, carbon tetrachloride, CCl4 plus HCl. So that is chlorination, when hydrogen replaced by chlorine. Next one, oxidation reaction. Oxidation reaction. Now total 3 type of oxidation reaction. First one, complete oxidation, that is combustion. Second one, that incomplete oxidation, and the third one, catalytic oxidation. So 3 different type of oxidation. So first we will discuss combustion. Combustion, that means complete oxidation in presence of excess air. Complete oxidation in presence of excess air. So see, methane when undergo complete oxidation in presence of excess air, what will be the product? Now CO2 plus water. Now any hydrocarbon, it may be alkane, it may be alkene, any hydrocarbon when undergo complete oxidation, the product is carbon dioxide and water, and it is a exothermic reaction, high amount of heat and that light will produce. Now second one, incomplete oxidation, that means under insufficient amount of oxygen. Insufficient amount of oxygen, or that less amount of oxygen. In that case we will get carbon monoxide and that water. So when hydrocarbon undergo incomplete combustion, then instead of carbon dioxide we will get carbon monoxide. Third type, catalytic oxidation. Now catalytic oxidation is very important. Why? Now when we change the temperature and catalyst, we get different product. For alkane to alcohol, definite temperature and that catalyst. For alkane to that aldehyde, definite temperature and catalyst. For that carboxylic acid, different. Catalytic oxidation. Catalytic oxidation. Now methane plus oxygen in presence of copper tube 200 degrees Celsius. Methane plus oxygen in presence of copper tube and 200 degrees Celsius. Product is methanol. So when copper tube and 200 degrees Celsius, product is methanol. Now instead of copper tube, if we use molybdenum oxide MO2 then we will get aldehyde, methanol, METHANL, IPAC name methanol, common name formaldehyde. So you have to remember both IPAC and common name, okay? And this one say that methyl alcohol and that IPAC name methanol. Now if strong oxidizing agent K2Cr2O7 in presence of H2SO4, that acidic medium, under acidic medium if we add K2Cr2O7, this one strong oxidizing agent, strong oxidizing agent, product will be formic acid, HCOH, formic acid, or methanoic acid, formic acid or methanoic acid. Reaction of alkene. Now unsaturated hydrocarbon, so undergo addition reaction. First one, catalytic hydrogenation. Catalytic hydrogenation. Now see, ethene plus hydrogen, nickel catalyst, heat, we will get ethane. That is catalytic hydrogenation, that addition of hydrogen in presence of catalyst. Addition of hydrogen in presence of catalyst. How this reaction takes place is very simple. Just remove the double bond, attach 2 hydrogen in 2 carbon. Very simple. Just remove that double bond, attach 2 hydrogen in that 2 adjacent carbon which contain that double bond. That is catalytic hydrogenation. Halogenation. That means addition of halogen. Addition of halogen. Now in this case, that CCl for inert solvent. Organic reaction require that solvent. Under certain medium that reaction takes place. So here CCl4 act as a inert medium. So what happened? Now see, that double bond remove, both the chlorine attached with the adjacent carbon. That is 1,2-dichloroethane. 1,2-dichloroethane. IUPAC nomenclature 1,2-dichloroethane. Now if we take bromine, so we will get bromoethane, dibromoethane, common name dibromoethane, dibromoethane, addition of halogen acid, addition of halogen acid. Now what are the halogen acid? Now see, HCl, HBr, HI, all these are halogen acid. So next we will learn addition of halogen acid. Double bond remove, one side hydrogen will attach, another side bromine will attach. If we take HCl, same, one side hydrogen will attach and the side chlorine will attach. Very simple. Addition of halogen acid. Addition of dilute sulfuric acid. Addition of dilute sulfuric acid. What happened? One side H plus attached, another side HSO4 minus attached. So see, CH2H, CH2HSO4. Actually, when it undergo hydrolysis, the ultimate product is ethanol. That HSO4 it convert into OH, ethanol. On hydrolysis, second step is hydrolysis. That intermediate, this one, that CH2H and CH2HSO4, when undergo hydrolysis, will get ethanol. Reaction with ozone, O3, ozone. Now it will form, see that house like structure, ozonide, ethylene ozonide. That one, ethylene ozonide. Now this undergo hydrolysis in presence of zinc water, and the ultimate product is 2 molecule of formaldehyde. All these reaction again you will learn in class 11. Here only ozonide formation given, that hydrolysis you will learn in that next class, that class 11. Same, that hydrocarbon chapter again you have to learn in that class 11. Some more reaction. Reaction of Beer's reagent, BAEYER, Beer's reagent. Now what is Beer's reagent? Dilute cold alkaline KMnO4. Dilute old alkaline KMnO4, that is Beer's reagent. Now this reagent is used to detect unsaturation. Used to detect unsaturation. That means if the hydrocarbon contain multiple bond or not, that detect by this Beer's reagent. What happened? Now in alkene, if we add that dilute KMnO4, cold and dilute, then what happened? Ethylene glycol, CH2OH, CH2OH, ethylene glycol will form. Ethylene glycol. And due to that, what happened? That pink color, that discharge, pink color of that KMnO4, that discharge. So how we detect unsaturation? If we add Beer's reagent and if the compound discharge that violet color, then that hydrocarbon contain multiple bond. So Beer's reagent is used to detect unsaturation. So today this much. Next class we will learn that reaction of alkyne. If you like this video, please share,